Hi there. Let's make some delicious chicken with onions in oyster sauce today. I have 3 medium-sized boneless thighs here, chicken thighs. And I'm just going to cut them into some bite-sized pieces, cut them according to your desired taste, but the smaller they are, the faster it cooks. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to finish cutting this up and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've cut the chicken, we are going to season it just a little bit. I'm going to put in about 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. Not much, just something to get some seasoning on the chicken directly, because we're going to be using oyster sauce in this recipe, and that's very flavorful. However, it would just only be on the outside of the chicken in the recipe, so we want to make the chicken taste like something good after we bite into it. So I'm just going to mix this up. You can use chicken breasts for this, no problem. Now I'm going to add in about 1 tablespoon of water. This is roughly 1/2 pound of chicken. Mix well. Now I am going to add, make sure the water's, okay, the water's gone from the bottom. I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and mix it in well. This is a delicious, quick, and easy meal. Okay, that was 1 teaspoon for this roughly 1/2 pound of cut into bite-sized pieces, boneless chicken thighs. Now I'm going to pour in 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. That is going to seal in our flavorings and even help make this thigh meat even juicier. Okay, we're going to set this to the side for about 15 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and begin the rest of the process of making this delicious, quick meal. Cooks in no time. Okay, we're going to set this aside about 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to be using about 3 cloves of fresh garlic sliced and about a tablespoonful of roughly of fresh ginger. Oh, that's so good in this recipe. And near the end of the recipe, I'm going to throw in a little bit of spring onion with some of the stalk and the green part as well. Totally optional, totally up to you. Now I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to bring in, oh my goodness, the onion. I love it. Just onion. And so I'm going to split this over there. So you can cut it to any width that you like. Make it yours. So a very important part is to go ahead and pull it apart. Preparation is everything. Let's go ahead and pull it all apart. Okay. Now that I'm going to cut that one. Okay, that's good. Now, let's make our sauce. Okay, it's time for our sauce. We're going to start with 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. You can actually put a little less than that if you like, or completely omit it totally. I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of cooking wine. You do not have to use that either. You can totally omit it. And I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Okay. About 2 of these. Oyster sauce is kind of thick, so you want to get it all in there. Every bit really, every ounce or drip really makes a difference. Okay, now I'm going to put in actually I'm going to put in 2. I want 2 teaspoons. I'm using a mushroom flavored dark soy sauce. As you know, dark soy sauce is just a little sweeter soy sauce than the regular. And I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of water. And I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of cornstarch as our thickener. So this must be stirred very well because the cornstarch will kind of fall to the bottom there and sit there. So we want to stir this now very well, and then we want to stir it again before we pour it into our dish when it's time. So stir it very well now, and one more time just before we use it in our dish today. Now that we have our ingredients together, we are going to do what? We are going to cook. Okay, I'm going into our skillet with about 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. 1, 2, and 1 more is 3. And I have a big jug out today. Okay, we're gonna let that heat up. Okay, we are on medium-high heat. Gonna place all of the chicken in there, unless you have to do a second batch. Sometimes you may, depending on the size of your dish, the size that you cut the chicken, and how much chicken you're using. So I'm gonna place it in. I'm gonna put all of mine in there. And we're gonna just let the chicken sit and cook for at least 45 seconds to a minute before we move it. Okay? We are cooking. Okay, now it's time to flip the chicken. That chicken is so juicy. So juicy. And stubborn. Stubborn. Okay, here we go. All right, to cook the chicken was like 5 minutes. Cut at this size though. The smaller the chicken is cut, the faster it will cook. So it was 5 minutes to cook the chicken. It's gonna be 2 minutes to cook the onions. Give us 30 seconds to get the sauce in there and toss it. And this meal comes just shy of 10 minutes to cook. And that's just the cooking time. Preparation, a few minutes more, depending on how fast you are. Okay, grab a plate or what have you and get this chicken up into it. And then we are going to get rid of some of this cooking oil that's in the pan. We want to get it down to about 1 teaspoon of oil, very little oil. We don't need all the oil that is in here. So I'm going to flip that on in there because it wants to be stubborn. And we are back. We are going to put our garlic and ginger in the pan for just about 30 seconds. We're going to fry this. Okay, it's been 30 seconds. Now we're going in with our onion. And we're only going to cook this for at least 1.5 minutes until 2 minutes. Okay? I'm on medium heat. Now, if you like your onions extra tender, then you might want to cook it a minute or so longer. But for me, it's from 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. Okay, I'm throwing my few spring onion pieces at this time. I'm going to go about 30 seconds more. Now, we want to add our cooked chicken back to the scenery. We want to now stir our sauce again for the last time. We're going to get that cornstarch from the bottom. And make sure that our sugar is dissolved well. Now, that's done well. Now we're just going to pour our sauce over these delicious onions and chicken. Make sure you get all this sauce out your bowl. There's a lot in there, just be about up against the wall of the bowl or container that you're using. Okay. Now, we're just going to flip this to mix it. Look at that deliciousness. Can you imagine? Oh, good. I love it. That's all you're going to do is toss it and it's finished. Dinner is served. This is good over mashed potatoes, even rice, of course. But enjoy it the way that you desire. Dinner is ready. And that's the recipe, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening or night.